So just tell me a little bit about who you are, like where you came from, your background.
I'm originally from North Carolina and grew up there, and then went to a junior college with ambitions to become a park ranger. And decided to take a break from all that and went into the Air Force with the intentions of going back to school, but the Air Force kind of suited me, so 22 years of that. I retired out of Cheyenne here and got hired on here, so I've been here for 9 years working in disability services.
Okay. So what got you started into the disability services for LCCC, or did you start before that?
No, I came straight into disability services. The main reason for that was the sign language interpreting piece. So I grew up around my deaf father and people he knew and stuff while I was growing up in North Carolina. So I had learned the skills and never really expected that this would be what I would be doing, but this is how it worked out, and that's how I got hired on here.
What are some of your hobbies that you like to do outside of your work life?
I still love the outdoors. It goes back to the park ranger aspirations and stuff. I love fishing, fly fishing, tying flies for that. So that's a big hobby. Hiking, backpacking, canoeing. Been to the Boundary Waters in Minnesota a couple of times and did some wilderness trips there in canoes. I know one of my big releases though is going to be this landscaping and dinking around. The interesting pieces of that is working with those student veterans is connecting them to resources and stuff off campus. So it could be with the VFW, it could be with Rubicon, which does a lot of volunteer work in the community, especially during emergencies. So we're connecting with them so we can help them out if there was a natural disaster or something in this area. Another one is the Veterans Fly Fishing Group here in Cheyenne, which is actually a national organization with a chapter here in the Fort Collins, Cheyenne area. So we have veterans, and particularly it's designed for disabled veterans, and so you can see kind of the connection to veterans and disabilities. And then, but with fly fishing and fly tying is more of a therapeutic thing, especially for a lot of veterans with the PTSD. And so we do a lot of trips during the summer and during the winter months. We're building fly rods and tying flies, and it's a really great group for camaraderie and just getting out and having some fun on day trips, and some are multi-day trips to Wyoming and Colorado particularly, but there's been some trips even to Canada and Alaska. So
I didn't know that about you.
Big
Yeah.
connection with the
Yeah,
veterans all around.
Yeah.
So I've enjoyed working with the VA and the VFWs and the American Legions and some of these other organizations and stuff, and just kind of being that link between our student veterans and when they're looking for something additional that maybe they can be part of, whether it's a therapeutic thing or just because they want to be part of the community and stuff. It's helped me because I can reach out and I know places that they could fulfill what they need, but also being able to help out another organization in the community.
Okay. And how do you see yourself in the community? How do you see yourself helping others and stuff like that?
I'm not real sure how to answer that question, except I kind of went about halfway through my military career, being a junior NCO. I kind of went through a change to where I was trying to figure out leadership. What was a great way of leadership? And I went back to sports. And it's a very simple analogy there, but if a team's not winning, the coach is going to be blamed for that. Whether it was the coach's fault or not, that's where it always lies. You see that all the time. Coaches get replaced. We don't replace the team, but we replace the coach. And I started realizing that I could put a team of military folks in the field or whatever, and if they didn't succeed, it was going to come back as, it was my responsibility to do that. So I kind of turned my process around of how I did things, not to think that I was a successful leader, but I had to see them as successful in their everyday, things that they did with the military and stuff like that. That mindset has not changed. So now when I'm working with students with disabilities, it's about watching them succeed and being there for them.